Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Adrian Nelson. If this is you coming back, welcome back. And if it's the first time that you come across me, welcome to my channel. I have just very recently made a video on conscious living, which is just where I sort of explain where I come from in my own life and how it is that I like to work with my clients. So if you are interested in that, you can look up the video Conscious Living. In actual fact, I'm just making an arrow here on my page. What I will do is I will put a link down below in the comment, and depending on when you look at the video, the comment will also be pinned to the top of the comments, where I will pin that video for you, Conscious Living, so you can actually understand where it is that I'm coming from. So I've got a course out on tarot reading, very detailed tarot reading course. It's an online course which you're more than welcome to subscribe to if you are interested in reading the tarot. There's a link once again down below. And you know, this is the wonderful thing about tarot reading, and it's the most amazing thing about tarot reading. At this point in time, today is that I'm recording this video is May the 5th, 2021, and it's a Wednesday. Somewhere around, I think 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. For me, I've been doing tarot for almost 20 years. In a couple of months, that's about 20 years now that I've been doing it. I started in 2001. I'm not exactly sure when in 2001. I think it was early in the year. So it's about 20 years now that I've been doing it this year, which is such a wonderful privilege. One of the biggest benefits of learning how to read the tarot for yourself, and this is not really what this video is about, I just want to point this out. One of the biggest benefits in learning to read the tarot, it's not so much about the cards. It is about learning how life works. It is about learning how the universe works, how the law of attraction works, how to manifest, what are your blockages to manifestation. And in the weekly readings that I upload for all the zodiac signs on my YouTube channel, Adrian H Life, that is one of the big things that I focus on. You know, whether it's a reading for love or finances or health or what's going on or this month or next month, whatever. My goal is always to help you get in alignment with that beautiful, wonderful, incredible, fantastic being, that expression of source of all, which we call God, that you are. Okay. Sorry. So what is it that you can expect if you have a personal reading with me? Because I'm just sort of like creating this video in response to a lot of questions that I had with what a personal reading really is. And I've made some other ones before, but I really wanted to address some of the questions that I had coming my way. So a personal reading is just that. It focuses on your personal energy, your unique, divine, beautiful energy. At this point in time where we're living, there's like about 8 billion people on this planet. You are an individual. You are an individualized expression of source. And whether you choose to believe this or not, you are an individual expression of infinite possibility of love and light. You are an individual expression of the love of source. And a lot of times in our life, when we experience sort of conflict and unhappiness and, you know, unkindness, and we have the same experience, it happens in our life over and over, and we don't really like it, and we don't appreciate what is happening. What I focus on in my readings is what is it inside of your energy? What is it in your subconscious belief? What is it in your DNA, in your pathology, in your family lineage that is causing you to have this experience? What is your foundational beliefs about yourself, about life, about your value, and about your worth? And when I speak about your value and your worth, I'm not referring to all the sort of bad things about you. I'm referring to all of you. Okay? How did you get to the point where you are right now? What caused you to come to me to have this reading with me, whether it's an in-person reading, whether it's an online reading? What is it that brought you to this point? So this is what tarot basically looks at, especially in a personal reading. And you know, when I do the general ones, I get all these beautiful comments. Oh, that really resonates. It feels like a personal reading. And I'd really like to thank you all so much from my heart for that, because for me, my focus is I love to help humanity. For me, I feel that I am part of a greater consciousness. You can hear the birds outside. I'm part of a greater consciousness, and I can either complain about everything in the world and what everybody did before and where we are in the world right now. But what I choose to do, I choose conscious living. Once again, the other video that I spoke about. And for me, it is, what do I do with this beautiful gift of life that I have the privilege of living, of expressing? What do I do with my life? How do I contribute towards the greater consciousness? What do I do to enhance the experience of the world for myself, for everybody around me, and also for the people that will stay behind when I'm no longer on this planet, for the generations that come to this planet long after I'm gone, for my family, for my friends, for my siblings, for my nieces and my nephews. What do I do? How do I consciously contribute towards creating a more beautiful world with, and very importantly, still honoring myself, loving myself, because I can only give what comes from me first and foremost. All right. So when you have a personal reading with me, this is my focus. How did you get to where you currently are? This is basically the focus of any tarot reading. How did you get to where you are? What is holding you where you are? What is keeping you there? We're looking at what are the positive things that are keeping you there, because you want to know what are the things you are doing well. And what are the things that can really, that you will really benefit if you work on some of those things. So, and also in the recent past, a lot of times people want to know, why as a tarot reader are you guys always focusing on the past? Well, the past is what shapes you and brings you to where you currently are. And whether you are in a really incredible space right now, or in a not incredible space right now, you give yourself a tremendous amount of power over your own life and your experience of life when you understand how you got yourself to where you are right now. Knowledge is literally power. When you can understand how you got yourself into a happy space, or a great space, or abundant space, or a blessed space, or a lucky space, or whatever kind of space that you like, you will really benefit from knowing how you got yourself there. Because when you understand how you got yourself there, you understand how to keep yourself there and how to grow from there into even more beautiful experiences of life. And when you are in a space that you don't like, then you really want to understand how you got yourself there, because we create our experience of life. And you create your experience of life in one of two ways. You can either do it consciously, or it can just come from a more sort of subconscious part where you're not really sort of like go with the flow. And I always say to people, there's nothing wrong with going with the flow, but you want to set the tone of the flow that you go with first. Once you set the tone of the flow, you can go with the flow, because now you are still the one that is consciously in control. So I always say with life, or with energy, if you want to call it that, either you will run the energy or the energy will run you. When the energy runs you, your experience of life is usually not that pleasant, for the simple reason that you are kind of just adapting whatever comes about. And then sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down, and sometimes you're good and sometimes you're bad, and sometimes you're like, nyeh. But when you consciously take responsibility for your experience of life, then you are consciously and conscientiously placing yourself in a space where you really are very happy with your life. Now, this doesn't mean that you don't have the experiences of life. You can still feel disappointment and sadness and anger and, all those type of things. But what I say to myself is that, okay, the anger's back, the anxiety's back, the fear's back, the whatever it is that it's back, or it's here. And I understand that my mind is trying to protect me, because that is literally the job of your subconscious mind. And that is also what makes hypnosis, regression hypnosis, which I very, very proudly practice, so powerful. Because it is about, I always say for me, tarot is about pointing out the things in your life. It's like your map. Hypnosis, regression hypnosis is like consciously aligning with the experience of life that you would like to have. And then NLP Life Coaching, which I do, is very much about keeping you on track, working with your mind. Because when you consciously work with your mind, you are consciously creating an experience of life that you want to have. You set yourself up for success. Success doesn't just happen to anybody. Success is a mindset. And before you can be successful at anything, you need to be happy and fully accepting of yourself. Because I can tell you one thing for certain. Lots and lots of money, an incredible job, a great home, a great partner, all of those type of things. They're wonderful things to have. And, everybody, to some degree or the other, wants it. There's nothing wrong with that. But happiness comes from inside of you. And if you are not happy inside of you, nobody else can give you that happiness. Nobody else. Nobody. It's just not possible. But you can share happiness with someone else. And this is what I love about a tarot reading, a personal tarot reading. It says, where are you right now? How did you get to where you are? And where is this energy pattern taking you going forward? You are where you are right now from what you've been in the past, from what you've created. You may have done this consciously, or may have done this subconsciously. The simple truth of the matter is you created this experience of life for yourself. From where you are right now, you are creating your future. The future's not set. And then sometimes people get very nervous and they're like, but what if you tell me things that I don't like? Now, the first thing that I'm going to tell you is when you come to me for a reading or NLP coaching or whatever it is, I'm going to tell you the truth. Because I feel it's my responsibility to do that for you. It's like if you go to the doctor, if you have, say, for example, cancer and you have, according to all the tests and everything, 6 months left to live, it's the doctor's responsibility to say to you, well, it's time for you to get your affairs in order because, you are about to ascend into, the collective consciousness from which you initially ascended as well. Because we are constantly ascending more and more and more. But if that doctor says to you, you know what, things are not looking that well, but you never know, there's always hope, you're going to be fine. Maybe just keep a positive mindset. That doctor is 100% not doing what he or she is supposed to do. And that is the same thing for me. That is my responsibility, my accepted responsibility, the way that I see it, and the practice that I do, to share with you honestly, but then to also support you. So, you don't like what you got. And a lot of times people in a space where they don't like what they get and they think the future is going to be terrible, but then the future actually turns out really beautiful. Because it's the mindset from which you are looking at it. And sometimes great things can be coming your way and you don't even realize that. Or great things could be coming your way, but based on the mindset that you are in, those things can literally pass by like a boat in the middle of a dark night and you won't even be aware of it. So awareness is power. And for me, it is my absolute honor to first of all see where you are, how did you get to where you are, and where's this energy leading you? And how I can assist you with that. And that is really what a personal reading is all about. And prepare yourself that whatever comes out in the reading, sometimes there will be some guidance, what it is that you want to practice in your life. I like to share with you practices that really work for me, that really works for many other people, in how to get yourself back into that flow. Because I believe that we are born with a perfect life plan. And if you can just focus on getting in alignment with that perfect life plan, then your life just works out. And it's absolutely beautiful. All right. So if that resonates with you, and if that is something that you are interested in, then you are more than welcome to book a reading with me. My email address is down below in the description. Please understand, I know there are some scammers out there. If you sign up for my newsletter, then obviously you will receive the newsletter. And I don't spam you with newsletters. We in May 2021 now, I'm working on a newsletter that I'll send out next week. Just FYI really. In fact, this video will be part of that. And the last time I sent out the newsletter was last year, 2020 in November, early in November. So it's been 6 months. I don't believe in spamming you with newsletters and sending you one in the morning, good morning, beautiful soul, in the afternoon, in case you missed my morning message, and tonight I sent you another message, oh, did you get my 2 emails earlier on today? So if you do decide to sign up for my newsletter, understand that they will be, far and few in between. But I really share with you from my heart, and I share with you from my soul. And so what I just wanted to say is understand that if you obviously sign up for my newsletter, then you'll get an email from me. But I'm not gonna invite you on. You're more than welcome to follow me on Facebook and Instagram if you want to. The links are in the description. But I'm not going to invite you on Facebook and send you an inbox message, or send you a direct message on Instagram, or send you a private email offering you free readings, asking you for money. I'm in the wonderful position where I do receive beautiful donations. And for all of you that are donating, or if you want to donate, you're more than welcome to. You're not forced to. But there is a PayPal link in the description. And the donations that I receive is wonderful because I put it back in my channel. And it allows me to be able to help so many people, which is something I'm very passionate about. But the point that I'm trying to make is that understand that I'm not going to send you an invite for personal readings and stuff like that. So also be very aware of scammers. Okay. So whether you have a personal reading with me, that's my focus, not being a scammer, to help you get in alignment. Or if you decide to take my online coaching, for tarot reading, or some of the other ones that are coming out, in future, or whenever you're looking at this video, know that with any coaching that I do, it is to help you get in alignment with yourself, first and foremost, because you can only give that which is coming from you in the first place. I'm going to thank you for your time, your energy, your love, and your light. Namaste, beautiful soul. See you in the next video.